Hey everyone, awesome to be here. This is the last event on my U.S. tour. Just like a little preface about this, I have an interesting relationship with Canada. This book was actually advertised on the Foreign Affairs Canada website, and like I said, what the hell, must be a typo, should be taken down soon. It was actually.
A typo?
Who knows? Not sure. So actually, now I have the pleasure of saying this is the book that the government of Canada does not want you to read. So I think you should buy it. This book's about pyromaniacs who fight homophobia in Poland. Yeah. Carol, hung from my building, spent whole summers tempting me, walking around in a cut-off t-shirt that showed off his glorious armpit hair. Those puffs of pheromone candy beckoning me to sniff. We'd do it in the dark. He'd be sitting with his back against the wall, his long hairy legs splayed out in front of him. I'd be sitting on his knees, slobbering over him, tasting the stinging sweat on his shoulders, hurting my lips on his stubble, jerking him off with one hand and swirling his spaghetti hair with the other. Somewhere in my sexual history, I had conceived the idea of giving one's lovers a multimedia experience. They have to feel like they were in an MTV music video or a car commercial, or it simply wasn't good sex. I still believe that. Inevitably, this smell of his crotch would get to me, and I'd root out his testicles like a rutting pig. They hung several inches away from him like loosely attached eggs as if on display. I smelled, licked, and sucked them. A kind of gender worship, I guess. I imagined piercing through the skin when he was least expecting it, siphoning out his testosterone with illicit sips, and then waiting for his pubic hair to sprout magically through my cheeks so I could smell him all day. Me, the lusty and deluded chia pet. I'm a swine, an alchemist, a human. I am a curious boy of 25. One of those times, Carol was most rude. Radek, I'd like to see you naked. Je ne comprends pas. I had already begun to speak the language of the revolution. Don't be coy when I'm horny, he said. That just makes me frustrated. He put his hand behind my head, yanked it like a slot machine handle, and I went down. Choked on pre-cum. I love the feeling of his cockhead stretching the back of my throat. It changed how I spoke ever so slightly, giving my bowels a hollow touch. But I like it when you're frustrated, I said. It makes you do things to me. I got up, shucked my shorts, and instantly heard the voice of the Apostle Paul, residual ramblings from somewhere in my childhood. Do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor the effeminate, nor homosexuals, nor thieves, nor the covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor swindlers, nor those who attend in the flesh reading series will inherit the kingdom of God. I was not made for the Lord's work. I was built for fucking, and I had known that for many years. But these scriptures echo across the land, and it's hard to tune them out completely, to escape even subtle pangs of guilt. I had Carol's stinky pubes in my teeth, his fingers near my shitty hole, and this stain of dry DNA on my belly. I processed all this through years of programming and filters that told me the body was an unclean organism that worms its way closer to hell every day. Fail, fail, fail. You cannot outrun echoes in Poland, but you can block them out. There are ways to loosen the church's grip on your crotch. It still hurts. Carol cupped my ass, perhaps to catch my sway, perhaps to cinch my asshole over his cock so it would be a clean pierce when I eventually squatted. But I recoiled from his touch. What's wrong, he said. Can we do it with my clothes on? Are you retarded? Don't be a hater, I said. But how is sex even possible with your clothes on? In a way, clothing had protected me from sin through many sound fuckings. You see, if my body was only a remote participant, then it wasn't exactly sex. While my jeans had holes in all the right places, I was ready to defy the Apostle Paul with a striptease for the ages, but Carol was already zipping up. Someday, he said, we're going to need you to fuck openly. He pulled an elastic band around his ponytail. We might all have to fuck in the streets until people get it. No more hiding. Thank you.